Jason,
Hello.
thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this Saturday morning, late December when we're filming.
Yeah.
Uh, you'll tell us all about you, but what I know is you've been here now a few months. Is
Yeah.
it? Yeah,
Yeah. 1st of October.
1st of October. Okay, so I'm meeting you for the first time today.
Yeah.
Um, tell us a little bit about who you are, Jason, and if you want to throw in some info about Kylie as well, your
Yeah.
partner and caregiver. I know she's here.
Yeah.
But yeah, just share a little bit about you.
Yeah. I guess my background is, I guess I grew up working at gyms. I got into hardware, and then the last 19 years I worked in mining. Um,
Okay.
Started as a dump truck operator and worked my way up to mining manager.
Okay.
So I oversaw 3 mine sites with about 700 employees. So
No
it
small
was,
task.
yeah, it's it can be stressful, but it's a long work hours and that sort of thing. My wife Kylie, we've been married since 2000,
Yeah.
so 24 years. Been together
Amazing.
for 26 years, so it's been quite a journey. TSW for us for sure.
How long have you been in TSW?
Um, February this year.
Okay, but you've kind of ebbed and flowed with sort of eczema and
I think when I was about 12, I had eczema on my feet,
okay.
and I think it was from my football socks. It come around on football
Oh,
season,
okay.
so but I got some topical steroid cream, which made it go away straight away, and I avoided the football socks. But I think looking back, I think I was treating TSW just about the whole time
Right.
because it was different. It come up on my face. It come up like almost like sunburn,
Hmm.
welts of sunburn, and I'd use the cream and it'd go away. And I just thought it was eczema. But since I've been in TSW, I haven't had any. Apart from TSW, I haven't had any skin problems that sort of relate to eczema.
Yeah, I understand this. I feel like I've been in topical steroid addiction kind of my whole life.
Yeah.
And so that's the way that I frame it. But what is your besides sort of the feet and the football socks, what other, like, describe the rest of your skin from 12 to how old are you now?
I'm 46 now.
Okay.
My skin's been fine,
Okay.
apart from treating what I think was TSW the whole time.
Yeah.
If I used the cream, it would keep it at bay.
Yeah.
You know, if I went away and forgot the cream,
Yeah.
I'd definitely be breaking out and whatnot. Mostly on my face,
Yeah.
on my brow line, under my cheeks, sort of wherever my glasses sort of sat.
Right.
And yeah, other than that, my skin, I didn't get any sort of eczema in the usual spots that people get eczema.
Where are you most affected?
Um, with TSW,
Mm-hmm.
my whole body.
Is it?
My arms were probably the worst. My whole
Your
back.
arms look so great.
Yeah, I've really done well with the
Wonders, yeah.
treatment and the lifestyle that I've sort of taken on now.
Okay.
But my face was a nightmare. My face and neck
We'll
probably the
link to some
worst.
photos so that we
Yeah,
can show what you
my
were
whole
like.
chest was like a pad of leather. It was
Wow.
oozing out of my chest and mostly my face, my neck, and my chest. But my back was a disaster. Got a lot of infection, both bacterial infection and pretty severe fungal infections.
Okay, so you
So
had it all.
yeah, I was
Any
a
hardened
mess.
skin?
A lot of hardened skin along my arms.
Really?
It's pretty good
Oh my
now.
God, it's so good.
Yeah, my chest.
Wow.
My chest was like, it felt like leather.
I know.
I could
I
actually
know.
scratch it hard and wouldn't even feel anything.
What is the condition of your skin when you arrive in Bangkok?
When I arrived, it was extremely volatile. I had fungal infection all over my back.
But you didn't know you had a fungal, right?
Jay did tell me from my photos,
Okay.
but I actually
You don't know.
I didn't think it was fungal.
Okay.
Because I just thought it was, more of the flare.
Yeah.
But it was definitely fungal. Once I learnt more and understood it, it was
Mm.
definitely fungal. My arms, fungal infection. I had bacterial infection with a sort of open wound on my arms here
Jeez, wow.
and my neck here. but my neck and my chest was just like a pad of leather. And it just went away like that. Not on my arms as quick, but certainly, and my neck not as quick, but my chest just cleared up.
Improved fast.
Yeah.
So you get here, you go through your 3-hour induction, you learn all sorts of information about your case.
Yeah.
What was something that maybe you learned about your case that you didn't know prior to arriving? Or like what really hit home in those 3 hours?
The big thing that stood out was how long I'm likely to be dealing with TSW.
So what is your steroid history usage?
Well, it's 450 grams.
Okay.
So I did use it for 35 plus years, but for some reason I was extremely sparing with it. I used to just put a little match head dot and then put some non-steroidal cream to make it go further,
right.
and I would just use a bit of that.
Yeah.
So my use for the length of time I've used it wasn't heavy as some of the other people
like
dealing
me.
with it. Yeah. So I was pretty lucky there. I actually went through a period over the last 18 months, or probably since COVID started. I wanted to get off of the cream because the world was in turmoil. I didn't want to be reliant on this cream. So I started weaning myself off of it, and I actually started getting TSW while I was still using it because I'd gone to such a small amount.
Yeah.
And I started getting like this, what I thought was psoriasis on my neck.
Yeah. So you get here in October.
Yeah.
How quickly, you said you started seeing results almost instantaneously. Did you change? Because I mean, you're coming from a mine, which is like, irritant, ground zero,
heaps
right?
of cleaning stuff.
So, I don't know how you could go back to that kind of lifestyle after the shift of events that that have unfolded in your life now. And so there's an opportunity here in all this madness, obviously, but how have you changed so many things being here in Bangkok to improve as exponentially as you have? And then what are you thinking about when you go home? We haven't talked about your departure date yet. So tell me about your protocols now.
Well, probably the biggest thing I learned is that I was more worried about what I was eating and what I was ingesting.
Yeah.
And I actually didn't give a hell of a lot of thought on what I was letting land on my skin.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. It's silly looking back, but I really I stopped drinking alcohol, no sugar. I was eating whole foods, organic where possible, and
which we know are all good things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's our skin barrier that's compromised. Sorry to interrupt.
That's right. And what I started doing was spending more time at home and realizing that the more time I spent at home indoors, I was looking better. And as soon as I started going out, I was just getting worse. So, but it was from the session at the clinic that it hit home that sweat lands on your skin. So I shower a lot more than I was before. Yeah. At the moment I'll shower at least once a day, but if I go outside, I'll shower as soon as I get home, clothes off, in the wash. I was already pretty well chemical free at home, because I'm just a bit of a health fanatic anyway. But when I got this condition, I started just getting rid of chemicals, not because I thought, I just wanted to give myself the best chance to heal. And here in Bangkok, there's a lot of indoors time. 48 hours after treatment, I stay indoors. But after the first 6 or 7 weeks, we started venturing out a little bit more, trying to go places at quieter times, and those sort of things. Really pick our times, and then back to the condo and shower up and heal up.
So how much longer are you here?
We fly out on the 4th of February.
Okay, so you have about 2 more months.
Yeah.
Also, you didn't actually finish that thought where you said, I've used about 450 grams, and so it didn't, it's sinking in about how long you'd actually be in. What was that number that you learned?
It was 12 to 13 years.
Okay, and then the cap treatment kind of helps reduce that duration, obviously.
Yeah.
So is the fungal, what's the deal with the fungal now?
So after about 4 or 5 weeks, it took a lot longer for the skin to sort of peel off and go, but my back completely covered in fungal infection.
So then maybe the spores underneath are still
Yeah, maybe.
active, right? So
Maybe.
you'll need to watch that, and I'm sure you'll be told in your exit sort of interview
Yeah.
that Shanti and Dr. Toto do, that sea and sun is going to be paramount for
Yeah.
you. Like, I'm confident that
And I live right next to the water, and we've got a house in a holiday town that's right on the water as well.
Right. Any other sort of thoughts you have? I like anything you want to share with people that are watching, whether it be about CAP or whether it be about your personal journey or working in the mines for as many years as you have, for your skin to deteriorate over that time. Like, anything you want to sort of share?
I guess a big thing that I see a lot in the TSW community is people looking for the silver bullet all the time, and I completely understand that. But I think there needs to be more awareness just on the basics of not letting irritants get on your skin. You know, even if it's a checklist of things you can do, and then how to monitor your skin, but keep chasing things and trying different things all the time. It maybe gives people a little bit of hope, but I think sometimes you drop what's important thinking there's a silver bullet around the corner. And I think if people can get the irritant side of things right, your body, and feed your body well and that sort of thing, you can definitely heal. I mean, the difference between a month before coming here and when I got here was so different in how my skin was presenting and how much pain I was in, just by doing a bit of research and looking at the basics and just having my own daily protocols that I follow, and I guess understanding how, I know it's like a roller coaster ride. Your skin's so different every day, but you can tell if it's improving or not.
What are signs of, oh no, things are going south for you? And I need to now hunker down in my irritant.
Red welts coming up.
Okay.
Over my body somewhere, and spreading, and heat and itchiness.
Yeah. But do you feel a lot often now?
No, I get small welts, and I just wash them straight away, and then by the next morning they've sort of
reduced.
Dissipating.
Yeah. How's the itch now?
There's a few spots that are still
finicky.
Yeah, but nothing like that deep bone itch you get at the start.
And with hardened skin, it's like a severe itch that is it's so hard to describe. For me, it always felt like there were ants and bugs crawling under the leathery area of my skin.
Yeah.
Did did the team say how much your hardened skin areas would reverse to normal? For me, they've said between 80 and 90%, which is still whatever, I'll take it,
I actually think probably 50% of my hardened skin had disappeared before I got here.
Amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
From the work I was doing at home.
Congratulations. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, if you saw my chest, it's just...
Well, we will.
It just
we will see your chest.
It just, it was just phenomenal how thick it felt, and felt like there was no nerves.
So show us now a little bit. Oh, wow.
It's just normal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Areas of my neck was not as quick.
Yeah.
And my arms still got a little bit of hardened skin and elephant skin through my arms. But
You'd never know there was anything.
I just thought my arms would be completely scarred and a disaster for the rest of my life. I honestly didn't think they would ever get back to this.
Well, I'm sure you are, curious about what's going to happen when you get home, because there are, from a transparency perspective, people go home, they let loose, they maybe still need time with the device for treatment, they need maintenance treatments, they're not taking sea and sun as seriously, or their irritants kind of encroach their life. So any sort of thoughts on that? I know you kind of covered it, where you already live a very low tox life as it is, but anything else you want to share about that? You can't go back to the mining sector, so...
No, and Jay actually said it's probably a good idea to leave mining, but I'd already made that decision. I started working on a coaching business a few months before I left mining.
Okay. What kind of coaching?
It's lifestyle coaching, cover health, relationships, mindset and money.
Nice.
So, and it's for mine workers.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a tough lifestyle, so I'm there to help them with that.
Yeah.
As far as when I go home, I do have a level of confidence because I'm quite a disciplined person anyway.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a machine when it comes to how I run my day and my life. So
I mean, look at your professional trajectory, right? Like you there's a team of 700 people and all these managers, and you know, like from doing your sort of conscious training at the gym and that side all the way to building up the career that you did.
Yeah.
I kind of see this next chapter for you amazing. You know?
It's
like,
my passion. So
cool.
that's it. Yeah, I'm excited about it. We've set ourselves up in a position where I can do it now.
Cool.
And and I've been coaching and, you know, for years, so it's just
turning it into like a reality.
Yeah. So when I go home, I mean, one thing they did say to me is stop training at the gym because a lot of spraying and things go on. So
make your own gym.
I haven't followed that.
Oh, no?
No, I've trained the whole time. And I trained when I was in a very bad state as well. I think I had 4 weeks off when I first got TSW.
Yeah.
And then mentally, to me, it was more important to train than it was to not.
Trade-offs.
Yeah. So there's things, I mean, where we are now, it's a small gym at the condo. There's minimal people there. Hide the spray bottles. So, and I'm just cautious to air the place out if we can. Go at a time when we know the cleaners have, you know, it's been a while since the cleaners have been there. And I just go to the
not
gym.
Right in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They sort of had a register of when they clean, so we sort of know when they're going to be there, and you know, we'll let them know if we feel there's any concerns. But at the end of the day, I just go train and go shower. So yeah, and it's been okay.
Well, you're living your life, and we're going to keep watching, and you'll check in with us to tell us how you're doing.
For sure.
Are you active on Instagram?
I am.
Okay, so we'll make sure that we link everything to IG, and you'll keep people posted, and because it is very much about sort of the post-care. You know, you're here, you improve exponentially, but what are you doing when you get back to reality? So, yeah. Well,
the beauty of what I'm doing now is I can work from home. We'll probably go home, do a bit of cleanup for a couple of weeks, and then go to our holiday home.
House,
and it'll be a daily ritual for C and Son for me.
What does Kaylee do?
She doesn't work. Yeah, she doesn't work at the moment.
Okay.
But she's been renovating our holiday home for probably the last year. We've done
renovations are irritants too, as you know.
Yes, luckily all that was done before I got TSW because I didn't know at the time. Cool. However, I did do a lot of work and clean up and stuff before we came here because just had things that needed doing, and I wasn't as aware of the irritants at that point in time. I would have definitely done things differently had I known that.
Do you have any messages for her?
Oh, she's been an absolute rock. Though I've been extremely independent myself, definitely put her through hell, you know, especially at the start when I had almost some psychotic episodes where the pain was so severe that I just had to either jump in the car and go somewhere. But I dare say I would have scared the family a few times. I didn't take any painkillers or any medications or anything through the whole journey. I've pretty much just been really clean in my eating and no medications, no nothing.
Very much that low tox life.
Yeah. And it's been good. You know, I feel like I've recovered as quick as I possibly can. I do understand there's a journey when I get home, when there's no CAT treatment to fall back on. It's going to be up to me to make sure I manage that. But I don't intend to drink again.
You'll be here 4 months, so that's, you know.
Yeah, I think it'll be 18 to 20 treatments or something by the time I go. Yeah.
And you don't intend to drink again? Cool.
No, don't intend to drink.
Yeah.
You know, I'll have a little bit of a treat every so often, but ultimately I'm just enjoying being clean and feeling good, you know, and I'm building a business, so it's you know, there's stresses involved with that, but I'm, you know,
you're disciplined. You've got this.
A life without stress, I wouldn't even know what it was.
Well, thank you for doing this. It's such a pleasure to sit with you, and onwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Congratulations on your progress.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.